guys, it's me, Val, Toxic Free. Hello again. Can I just say something? I've just got 1,000 subscribers. And wow, thank you. Just wanted to say that before I started. Thank you so much. Again, didn't expect I'd get here. So what I'm going to do today is I look back at my old videos, and one or two of them haven't had a lot of views because I did them months back. One video only had 77 views, and what I wrote in that, it means a lot to me. So what I'm doing is, if you don't mind, if you've seen the video Was I to Blame, well, you may not want to watch this one again, because I'm just going to read out what I wrote on that, because I just thought it's a shame that the earlier videos maybe have a lot in them that meant a lot to me, but because they're my earlier videos, I didn't have a lot of subscribers back then, so not a lot of people saw them, and anyone that does subscribe now tend to just watch my new ones. So I'm going to go back over a few of my old videos in the next couple of months and just pick up on stuff I've already mentioned, maybe that I thought maybe is interesting, that or good information that is being missed because it's in my old videos. And again, old videos don't tend to get watched much, plus the editing is crap. Seriously, I watch them back and I'm like, oh my god, look at the darkness and the jumpiness, and oh, it's horrid. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. So yeah, here we go. This is one about, it kind of it relates to my last video I did, because it was about opinions and not believing people and not feeling like it was your fault, things like that. So this is kind of the same thing. I'm an empath, a people pleaser. I'm strong, independent, but also sensitive, honest and trustworthy. These are the traits narcs go for in their victims. But I still blame myself because of these traits. I feel I'm to blame for my own pain, for wanting to be valued and believing I was finally worth it. Being strong and independent is a challenge to the narc, to see how they can manipulate that person into being weak and needy. We are sensitive and we will be hurt by their criticisms, so making to value easy for them. We are honest, so their goal is to destroy us using the person's honesty about their fears and their past mistakes to use these against us. They blame our past and our failed relationships as a reason why we are failing at this relationship. Our kindness they hate, as they can only pretend to be kind. We are empathic. We feel for others' pain. As they have no empathy, they hate those who do. They make us feel bad by exploiting our good traits. They play the victim. We empaths will try and fix them, fix the relationship, but we will try and please them. And they know this, so they play games playing the victim. Then we work harder, not realising it's a ploy. But still I blamed myself for being too open, for being too strong and for wanting to be valued and believing I was finally worth it. I blame myself for having values. I blame myself for having a heart, for wanting the best for me, which is why I wouldn't give in to his crap. I would get upset, which he wanted. I was his supply. If I had no values, felt worthless to start with, he would have had nowhere to go. I would have already been that person he wanted me to be. There would have been no challenge. I wouldn't have fought him for respect, for love or adoration. Which then brings me on to the blame. If I hadn't kicked off so much about being ignored, being hurt, being put second, I wouldn't have felt so angry and let down. So I blame myself for wanting more. If I wasn't so demanding, all the things I felt I deserved in a relationship, I wouldn't have heightened my own demise in my own self-worth. I feel my need to be treated how I would treat others worked against me. I found the pain I went through was because of these traits. I always thought I was a kind person. He made me feel I wasn't. I've always been a happy person. He made me sad. He used all my good traits against me. Why did I let him do these things? I thought I was his soulmate, his best friend. I thought he would love me, bring out the best in me. He did the opposite. Soulmates do not do these things. I thought I was the most special person in the world. This man said he'd loved me since I was 23. How could he do this to me? How could this not be the one? It's a film, you know, boy meets girl, Boy loves girl. Girl moves away. Boy finds girl on social media. Boyfriend admits his love for girl. Girl's stupid to believe in love stories. I thought he was divorcing his wife for me. I thought he was divorcing her to be with me. His divorce was his divorce. It wasn't for me. I was just playing a part in his play. See, he was the script writer, the director, and the villain in his movie. I've always felt an extra in someone else's play. Never ever have I ever felt number one. I've always felt like the supporting actress. I've always felt like if someone needed a betrayed wife, me. I was there. If someone needed a victim for a nutter, me. I was cast. I've always played the role of the betrayed friend, the stalked girlfriend, the cheated wife. I've always felt like an extra in someone else's movie. I thought for the first time it was me in the star role. I was going to play number one. I was the starlet. The one, as he called me. The film I thought was called Soulmate. And that was me. I thought I'd finally found position in this world. I was wrong again. I was an extra, but I didn't know that. He was the star of his movie again. I was the prop, the tool, the supporting actress. This film was really called Groom and Destroy. He was the puppet master. I was in a play to help him be a star. He used his divorce against me. He left her and then did nothing. Always telling me that he was getting on with the divorce, just to keep me where I was. He had no intention of being with me afterwards. So he dragged it on as long as he could to play games with me, to keep the movie exciting. He used me as supply. He threw obstacles in the way. His job was in jeopardy. Would he be able to afford the divorce? He may lose everything. He may get accused of adultery. The paperwork got declined because he spelt his wife's name wrong. His wife had numerous mental issues. He couldn't hurt her. His stepdaughter got sick because of the pain of the divorce, which was my fault, obviously. He couldn't find anywhere to move to. He couldn't afford the rent. The gauntlet of obstacles to slow him down, giving him time and excuses to play on my good traits, to make me react for his supply. The traits he wanted to destroy, leaving me as empty as him. All these money issues, what were they about? Said by a man that's always portrayed himself that he had money. Drives a posh, expensive, soft-top car. Apparently just won £1,000 when we met. Had a big payout from his old job on the radio station. But suddenly he was broke. She looked after his finances. He didn't know anything about money or didn't know how much money he had in the bank. Obstacle after obstacle, none of these things added up. I was just his supply. Confused, I was being hidden. I was never introduced to anybody and any of his friends. We couldn't go out in case we bumped into her or upset his daughter. He promised me a future. He arranged future dates to go to gigs and concerts and festivals where we would have VIP passes and meet the bands he professed to know. As he worked in media, but suddenly he was working on that day, double booked. Sorry, Han, can't go. I would take time off work to suddenly lose lots of money and spend the days alone. He dangled these promises of a normal life in the way to give me hope, faked a future. He couldn't wait to take me to these big dinners and cocktail parties to show me off. Made me excited for a fun future, a fake future. I was supply. All these props put in the way were purposely to drag this game on. Let's see how long I can play with Val. So let's see how long I can play this game. I need to drag it on until she breaks. He had no intention of leaving her for me. I think I was a crutch just to get him out of his dead marriage. I don't know if he knew he was a narcissist, or the drama of leaving his sad existence woke up his narcissism, or did I bring it out? Or the last one, was I the narcissist? Well, sociopath as he called me on Facebook. He knew too many references to narcissism, which I found really odd. I always classed myself as a strong, funny, happy, independent person. He took that all away from me and made me a wreck. I would think, am I really a bitch, like he makes out that I am? Confusion is where they get you. I must really be a nasty piece of work, as I'm losing my best friend, someone who's loved me for 25 years. Now he has me. He's broken me. And now my so-called soulmate has created the real horrible broken me. Even he now hates me. I thought, what's the use? Who the hell am I? When it's all over, the question then changes to who the hell was he? While you pick up the pieces of what you were and try and put them back together again in the right order. I tried finding him a cheap apartment to move into so he could move somewhere and we could be together. He wasn't going to do that. No way was he committing. More excuses were needed. He started telling me I was controlling. I called it help. I was falling apart. Why is this man who's supposed to have waited for 30 years to be with me not jumping at the chances given to him? Why all the excuses? We would argue and he would leave me and make no effort to fight for us. I would do the fighting, of course, as we empaths do that, remember, we're people pleasers. He knew if he ignored me long enough or walked out, I would do the running. See, we're attached to them by the heart and they're just attached to us through control. When we are abandoned, we pine, we feel loss and our hearts break. That pain needs to be fixed. We need that fix of love, like an addict. So we put ourselves in a more vulnerable position. We put ourselves back in the firing line to get that fix. It helps for a while, but they know that. And they don't pine, they don't feel nothing but control. Their game is to wait. They'll wait. We'll send that long letter pleading for them to come back. We'll write that poem, we'll send them that video on Facebook. Bam. The line's tight, the hook's set, and they're back. They pretend to cry and hug us, say sorry, feed us with love again. We feed them with narc food. We are both happy for a while, we relax, and we're back in the game. Armours down. They smile, let the game begin. Round 5. My narc would say sorry, he's fucked up. And he loves me so much. I'm his soulmate, he's so sorry. For a while, for a week or so, then the arguments would begin. I would be talking, and his favourite thing would just be saying, stop talking over me. And I wouldn't, but he would be the one talking over me. I couldn't get a word in. Then he would blame me. In his condescending tone, whoa, I can't believe you've just said that. I obviously hadn't said anything. This was the start of a circular conversation. Word salad, here we go. That's how they always started. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you've just said that. Pretending I'd said something wrong, and I hadn't. I was confused at what I was supposed to have said. I was yet again trapped in an argument, trying to find out what I had done wrong. Going round in circles, trapped again in a cycle of blame, deflect, word salad, victim, and then blame. And when I had to put the phone down, the game of email ping-pong would start, until I could stand it no longer. What the hell is going on? Only then to be greeted by his text saying, what the hell is going on? Why are you playing these games with me? Why? Why? I was lost in a world of confusion. Why was this happening? The sorry I love you would start. I'm not angry, I'm just upset. And I would give in. I would write him a long email. It was safer to type. It was a safe-ish distance. Why don't you make the effort, I would ask. I would come round, but I know you'd get angry. Another favourite saying. That actually means I was going to come round, an empty promise to make you think that he cares. But you'd get angry, accusing you of being a psycho Val, like what he called me. He liked to call me that. And I was a nasty person, and he was scared of me. And thirdly, yet again, he's playing the victim. You will hurt him, poor bullied Stumpy. I started getting stressed and sick. My soulmate watched this happen. If I'm so sick, why didn't he get the divorce moved on? My stress caused pain all over my necks and shoulders. My muscles tightened as toxins flooded around my bones. I couldn't eat. My anxiety was the worst I've ever had. I felt like I was nobody. My best friend, my soulmate, was watching me slowly die. Why wasn't he doing something? Then the more worthless I felt, being told, I'm sorry, hun, I can't leave my family. I'm sorry, I'm hurting my family. Why put his future in jeopardy? His girlfriend's health second to the person who he dislikes the most. I was told years and years that he wanted to leave her, how he can't stand her, and I'm the perfect woman. He would put her down continuously, and then put her before our future and our love, and worst of all, my life. I must be lower than her. I must be nothing. He knew I was breaking down and did nothing except tell me, I think you're having a breakdown. A soulmate would not cause so much pain, never mind pointing it out. His excuses and reasons for not doing things or moving forward would have me turn into detective. I would find the truth, even though it was turning me into nutter. Was it my insecurities and my faults, like he kept telling me, ruining his relationship, ruining our relationship, or does he just lie? I would do anything to find the truth, ring in the courts to ask if the divorce had gone through. No details were found. He lied. I felt I was going nuts. I got blamed. If I just stopped tarring him with my past relationships, as he said, as it was my fault, blaming me. I'm making these problems. God, I was crazy. I was looking for proof of his love in every single corner. The confusion and helplessness was all-consuming as he dangled married on a Bermudian beach in my face, giving me hope. But nothing. This is just what narcs do. I was blinded by weakness. I wanted him to throw me a lifeline. I was drowning while all he did was poke me with a stick. I wanted the man who was my best friend. I wanted the future that was promised. But I was stuck in the present, hung on for nothing. He made me someone else. He made me question who I was. I've never felt so worthless. He told me once, I'm really, really worried about you. I think you're mentally ill. That's abuse covered in love. While he smeared me behind my back, playing the victim of a mad woman, telling his friends about how crazy and controlling and angry I was. I wanted to leave, move away. I was devastated. I felt my life was in ruins. My best female friend of 35 years betrayed me because of him. And she was still in contact with him, listening to all his lies, no doubt. She told me I was spiteful and emotional. If she only knew our pain. No one cares to know our pain, my pain. None of my friends are interested in my narcissistical rambles. No one cares to Google the word I mention far too often. I'm on my own. I need to find answers, so here I am, with people who know what pain I've been through. All our stories, all our movies are different, but with the same synopsis. All ending the same. Who are we? I lost my best friend, my boyfriend. I lost my hope. I lost who I was. I lost my trust in people. I now see there's people who walk amongst us pretending to be normal, only to corner one person, trap them in a world they never knew existed, using their trust and love against them, place them in a world alone, making them feel crazy, sucking out all that makes them good, and changing the way we feel about the world, changing our thoughts on life and love, and showing us something that no one will ever see or understand. We've now changed forever. So there we go. That's what I wrote in a video 6 months ago, 5 months ago, and had 77 views. So I just wanted to reread it again. I'm going to do another video, hopefully this afternoon, about anxiety. Yeah, because I mentioned that I've got anxiety. Have I got anxiety at the moment? So I'm going to talk to you about that, and I've done a little bit of research on it. And if you're interested in anything that I say, just give us a thumb up or a subscribe, or because yeah, the trolls are about. They found me. They seem to love a couple of my videos, so let's fight back. Thanks. See you later. Bye bye. Stay safe.